I'm Serhiy, as mentioned. I work at Exalate, and I came here to talk about the marvelous age we're in. Specifically, you can do lots of things. My point of the entire presentation is doing magic nowadays is easier than any time before. And you can see the Forge application's UI generated from text. You can see the application making its decisions based on an algorithm created from words. And you can see even images that are just something that you ask the computer to do. And, well, you can see the conversation leading from there. So, to make the point proper statement, I took a problem that I had years ago and wanted to solve, but I couldn't easily do that before. And it's not only my problem, really. I talked to support, for instance, and the support engineers would usually do something like this. They would start working on a ticket, start their time tracking, do responses to customers, log their time, go to another issue, start timing, respond, click to another issue. You see my point? And sometimes during the entire switching over, they would even forget to log their time. And then they need to remember and go back to the issue and log their time. Not easy, but it's not only the support engineers having such a problem. For design folk, it's not easier. So here you're sitting, drawing some stuff, and then you need to switch over to Jira and do whatever tracking you had to do. Not conducive to your art work and to your general flow. But how about developers? Are there any developers here? Okay, that's good. I hope there would be, otherwise it's going to be a lonely talk. But basically, it must be super frustrating for any developer to work on a highly structured code where every file is basically a component within your Jira in one or the other way. Putting all that information about what issue are you working on in your tools, and still having to go back to your Jira to then start progress or whatever. It's just maddening. And it's not getting easier for the people who have a schedule like that and they have to book their potty breaks. Imagine going to Jira back and change your statuses. Not really possible. So as I said, it's not a new problem. It's something I've been looking into quite a while ago. And a while ago, just thinking about feeding information from multiple sources to some magic algorithm that would figure things out seemed impossible. But here we are now discussing how it can be made. And so yeah, I created a small program that would start looking into your activities. And here's a demo. So here's the same support engineer just starting tracking on the application. As soon as they switched over to a tab and started responding, there we go, the issue's there. They switch over to another tab, to another issue, and it's changed. It's tracking work to another issue. How about those designers? So they would just concentrate on working on the files, whatever. They don't touch their Jira in any way. They just concentrate. And as soon as there is enough information about what was the file they were working on or whatever, it's tracked. And certain actions are being delivered to Jira. Developers. This is awesome. So developers have everything. They can go very, very far. Basically, you just do your usual flow with your Git commands. You insert the issue key in Git statements, and it starts tracking time against those relevant issues. So, to just dive a bit deeper into what's happening there and what makes it work, as I said, there's multiple data sources, like there could be a browser extension that learns about the events of the browser. You are switching from tab to tab. You are performing some requests, or your browser is doing some requests towards the server. This is all data that could be fed into the algorithm. You could have your Google Calendar with your meetings, with participants, and so on, that could be fed to the same algorithm that could then decide, okay, this meeting is related to that issue. Yeah, that's what you were doing, from the description of the issue, from whatever. Let's say the operation system activity. So you were inserting your Git commands. There we are. As long as this information is tracked, you can feed it to the decision engine. So magic box that gets all that information. Sounds super fishy, right? Like sending all of the stuff that you're working on to some place. Well, it would have been fishy if we were to send any information out. Luckily, we are in the realm of a desktop Electron app, so that you install there, which keeps all of your data on your laptop and doesn't push it anywhere. Well, as long as you don't wish to push it anywhere. And okay, where does the magic come in then? Like, okay, so all the data is collected, is fed into some black box. What's making the black box text? It's the Forge app I talked about shortly before, which was configuring the scripts that would be executed in this decision engine. Basically, you will see the configuration shortly, but this would be the heart of the thing. Well, the configuration would be the heart that pumps in here. Right, let's take a look into the heart. So this is the Forge application user interface, as I said, generated through AI. And the user is supposed to go into your Jira context and just start typing up whatever they think should be happening. So they would say, whenever someone switches from tab to tab, just figure out from the URL which is the issue key you're switched to and start tracking time against that. As soon as they switch over, create a workflow that will be saying this. All right. So people type in text. Here's where AI comes in. Then you convert this text into pieces of configuration for that decision engine. So you will make a request from your Forge remote towards the AI of your choice, and then you get scripts that would get executed. First script would be on the collection of the information stage. So basically you would define, okay, from the browser, I would really listen to the events of the switching of the tabs. And I will be interested not in collecting everything out of the browser, but generally just the URL, and from the URL, generally just this part. So the algorithm doesn't pull everything, it just pulls what you needed, what you described in your text. Okay, so you pulled enough information to make your decision. The same AI would generate you the function to make the decision based on the activities that were collected. So you took the issue key before, and from the description we know that we wanted to create a workflow with description was responding to customers. So that's an easy decision to make. You already have the issue key, you already have the workload description, and you know when you started and when you ended the thing. So easy. To demonstrate things in steps, it's a lightning talk, so bear with me for the speed of it again. So you start your application by clicking Start. It starts collecting information about the operation system events, like switching to the window. And as soon as you do a git command, it detects the git command and passes the enrich script and so on, and actually detects also the issue key out of it. So again, You start, get events, you do command, the command is then detected, you'll see it here, and it runs the enrich phase script, the decision phase script, and already figures out which is the issue to track time to, and eventually pushes stuff. My point is not use my application and never touch your Jira again or whatever. No, my point is exactly the opposite. Just take any problem that you used to have and try it. Try to solve it nowadays. It's super simple. You can generate the user interface for your application. You can do anything. This QR code would lead you to the discussion with AI that helped me build the entire application. And if you're not very savvy with QR codes, here's the link corresponding to it. If you need the Git repository with the application, it's out there. Thank you.